Hi there, YouTube fans. Today we're going to make a cabled dog sweater, and we're going to be starting that right after this. Hi there, YouTube fans. So the way we start this cabled dog sweater is we want to chain 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, halfway there, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, now I work my dog sweaters in the round, and I don't have a pattern for this. I just kind of wing it like I do most of my crocheted things. So I go into the first stitch chain that I did. Okay, now I'm going to chain up 2. 1, 2. I'm going to catch my tail right here. See, I've got it right there. I'm going to catch my tail, and I'm going to do double crochets, sorry, half double crochets dear Lord, there we go, half double crochets all the way around. So when I'm completed with this, I should have 40 stitches. Okay, so half double crochet, yarn over into the stitch, yarn through all 3. That's a half double crochet to me. So there we go, and through all 3. In your stitch, grab your yarn, through all 3. In your stitch, grab your yarn, do all 3. Okay, I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm at my last few stitches here. Oops, that's pretty big. So I'm just going to finish those up. Okay, now I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and counting the going into the third chain of that chain 2 at the the second chain of the chain 2 in the beginning, I make my slip stitch, which will bring us to 40. Okay, so now next step, we're gonna chain up 3. We're gonna do double crochet all the way around. Okay, all the way around, and then I'll go all the way around. We'll do that fast time, and then we'll come back and we'll do our next row. Okay, now I'm at my last stitch. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I always do this so that I don't have a awkward seam line. So when I did the first one, I went into the chain. When I do this row, I'm going to skip my stitch on the chain and go into the thing of the first stitch. Okay? Now, you chain 1 and you do a single crochet all the way around. Now, these 2 rows are going to help us with our cable. These are already the starting of our cable, even though it doesn't look like anything yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do this row, and then the next row you'll start to see the development of our cable. Okay, well, I didn't record that in fast time, but now we're ready to start to do the cable that you can actually see. So first we're going to do a double crochet. First we're going to chain 3 up. Then we're going to do a double crochet, okay, 1 single double crochet. Then we're going to yarn over twice. We're going to skip the stitch and go all the way down to the post. We're going to go in the post, pull yarn through, go through 2 loops, 2 more loops, 2 more loops, and that's called a treble crochet, okay? Now, we're going to skip the next double crochet post. We're going to go into the one after that, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, wind twice, go to the next double crochet post. We're going to go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. Then we're going to yarn over twice. We're going to go back to that post that we skipped, yarn over, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, through 2 loops. Then we're going to yarn over twice and go to the next post that would have been in line. And we're going to pull through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. We're going to have 5 stitches that have nothing in them back there. We're going to go to that 6th stitch and do a double crochet. We're going to do another double crochet, so 2 double crochets in a row. Then we're going to start our next braid. So we're going to do 2 yarn over, go down to that double crochet post, go in front or behind the post from the front, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. We're gonna, go over twice. We're gonna skip that next post, go into the post after that, do 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice to the next post, yarn through, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice, go back to that post we skipped, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. Then we're going to put yarn over twice, go to the next post that we should have gone through, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. We'll have 5 stitches we skipped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On that 6th one, we're doing a double crochet, and then we're doing another double crochet, 2 in a row, and then we're going to make our 3rd cable. So yarn over twice, go down to that double crochet post. We're going to go from the front behind it, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice, skip that first one, go into the next one, through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice, next post, pull through, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice, go back to that post we skipped, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice, go to the next post that we should have gone through, go through 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, make sure there's 5 in the back that you missed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in that 6th stitch you do a double crochet, and then we're going to do double crochet around the rest of this row. Okay, and see how nice those are starting to look. Can you see them there? There's 1 cable, 2 cables, 3 cables. It gets more defined the more cables that you do. So we're going to follow this around. And there's different kinds of cables to do. If you want to see more YouTube videos of cables, just type in crochet cables. And there's all kinds of tutorials on YouTube on how to do different ones. This is the one I like to do for this dog sweater. So, and I'm going to show you all kinds of aspects to this sweater. This is actually a sweater someone ordered from me for their dog. They wanted a blue sweater. Well, I've got 3 shades of blue, and I asked them which blue that they wanted, but they haven't gotten back to me. So I decided I'll just make one of every shade, and then they can have the one that they want, and whatever I have left over I'll have for my next cross sale, or I'll put it up on Etsy for sale. So I just double crochet all the way around, and whoops, here we go, all the way around. Now I find that my rows move if I don't pay close attention. So I am at the last stitch. I go into the 3rd stitch on my chain 3 from the previous row. I'm chaining up 1, and then we're gonna do single crochets all the way around. 1, so that's in through your stitch, yarn over, and then pull through. I'm going to do this in super fast speed, so hang on. Okay, so I'm back around the row. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a double crochet in that first stitch. Now, instead of going into the double crochets from the row that we did, we're going to go into these columns. So here we go. So yarn over twice. We're going to go into that column, which was our treble crochet. Okay, then we're going to yarn over twice. Instead of going into this first one, we're going to go into the middle one, which is a bit tricky. We're going to go through 2, through 2, through 2. We'll go into the next one. We'll go through 2 and 2 and 2. We're going to do yarn over twice. Now we're going back for that one we skipped. Go through 2, through 2, through 2. Then we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going into this other column here. And we're going to go through 2, through 2, through 2. We should have skipped 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we're going to do a double crochet in that 6th one. And then we'll do another double crochet right after that. And we repeat. Now look at how nice that cable is getting. Can you see it clearly there? Isn't that gorgeous? I just love the way it works up. And then this one, and then this one. So repeat this until you've built your 3 cables 5 times. So that would be the double crochet, the single crochet, the double crochet, the single crochet, the double crochet, the single crochet, 5 times. So double and single is 1 time. Double and single is 2 times. Double and single is 3 times. So 5 times total. And then I'll catch up with you once that is done. Okay, so now I've done this for 5 sections. So a double, a single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, single. Okay? Now I chain 2, and we're working on the back of this dog sweater. So I'm doing half double crochets for the rest of the sweater. So you go yarn over, into the stitch, pull your loop, yarn over, go through all 3. Now we're going to count. We want to do 20 of these stitches, okay? So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so we did 20 of those stitches. Now we're going to chain 2 and go back the other way. And we want to have 20 stitches again. We're going to do this for 6 rows total. Okay? So half double crochet all the way across, and then you should have 20 stitches. Okay? So let's do that, and then we'll meet back up, okay? See you soon. So we're back. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of half double crochet back and forth on 20 stitches. Now I am going to cut my yarn, and I'm gonna just pull this, but I'm not pulling it tight. I want to be able to pull it loose if I need to. Well, when I need to. Okay, now we're going to the other side. We're going to go into the stitch that we hadn't worked. We're going to catch our yarn. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 20 half double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, we're going to chain 2. This is where we're going to start decreasing to make our little leg holes. So, this is how I do it. Everyone does the things a little bit differently. This is how I do it. yarn over into the stitch, catch your yarn. Then I do yarn over into the next stitch, catch your yarn, and then I pull through all those loops. Okay, so I've turned 2 stitches into 1. I count this as 1 stitch. Then I do half double crochet, so this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then for 18, because I'm decreasing 2 stitches, I go yarn over into the stitch, grab my yarn, and then I go yarn over into the next stitch, grab my yarn, and pull through all those loops, and that is 18 stitches. Then I chain 2. Now, I'm decreasing again. I'm decreasing at both ends. So I'm going yarn over in the stitch, grab my yarn over in the next stitch, grab my yarn, and pulling through all those loops. Okay, that counts as 1. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now yarn over into the stitch, yarn over into the next stitch, and pulling through all these loops. That's my 16th stitch. Now I'm chaining 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to decrease again. So yarn over into the stitch, yarn over into the stitch, go through all those loops, and that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now yarn over into the stitch, grab your yarn over into the next stitch, grab your yarn through all those loops. That'll bring you to 14. Chain 2. We're decreasing again, so yarn over into the loop, grab your yarn over into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull through all those loops. That counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so sorry, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, into the next stitch. Grab your yarn, pull through, go through all those loops, and that's 12. Chain 2. We're decreasing. This is our final decrease row. So we go and we yarn over through the second loop, and then go through all those loops. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then yarn over into the stitch, grab your yarn over into the next stitch, grab your yarn, go through all those loops. You have 10 stitches. That's where we want to be. Now, with your working yarn, you're going into the chain and you're slip stitching and you're chaining up 2. Okay? So now we have this little hole. Now, going to the other side where I told you to not make a tight knot, you're going to pick that apart, pull your loop big, and you're going to take your little tail here, go into this side, and do a slip stitch. Now you can make that a knot. Okay, going back to where I had my loop, I chain 2. We're going to do half double crochets all the way around. And we're doing this for 3 rows. So just our half double crochet. So yarn over, in the stitch, pull through, go through all 3 loops. Okay? So do that for 3 rows and meet back here with me. Okay, so I'm here in my last couple of stitches. I've gone all the way around 3 times. 1, 2, 3 rows. I attach it to the third stitch, the second stitch of my chain 2 at the beginning of the row. I'm gonna snip, pull that tight, and I'll show you what you've got. You've got, minus some threads to hide, you've got a nice little dog sweater. And then there's where they put their little paws. So there you have it. Weave in your threads. You have a cute little dog sweater. If you want, you can embellish it with some buttons or some flowers or a little skull and a bone or whatever you want to do. And that's how we do my cable dog sweater. Hoped you enjoyed this tutorial. And like I said, I don't have a written out pattern. I just kind of wing it. But I think I've described every step I take. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye now.